Hello, everyone. This is Listening Lotus coming back to you with another reading. Thank you guys so much for all your likes, shares, comments, and support. I really do appreciate it. I'm forever grateful. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. Okay, I appreciate it. We're just gonna jump into and see what comes out, and I hope everybody is taking good care of themselves, drinking your water, definitely going outside. It's paramount right now. To help kind of like ground yourself, clear your mind. Nature really does help us come back to center. And it reveals a lot of things about ourselves. Even if you're just sitting in the middle of the woods, I don't necessarily recommend you doing that, but if that's your thing, then do that. Okay. Okay. So let's just see what's what. And we're going to go from there. Simple as that. Okay. First card we have is authority. Authority says, communicate your intentions clearly and follow through with them. Confront and address any instances of disrespect promptly and directly. So get straight to that shit, okay? Don't fucking sugarcoat nothing. Don't sit up there and play with that shit. You see somebody sitting over there trying to do some little slight tit for tat bullshit or got some little slight shit to say under their breath. Nip all that shit under the bud, okay? Make that shit okay. And then this man just keep coming out. Okay, we got admirer. Admirer says someone is interested in getting to know you on a romantic level. They want to show you that they care about your well-being. So as well as you standing your ground, child, you got somebody that is checking for you, whoever I'm speaking to. And I'm here for it, okay? I'm here for all of it. And then next we have is showing up or show up. It says you can approach every challenge with gratitude, confidence, and enthusiasm. Don't ever apologize for being your true self. And this right here, okay, this right here, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna see what else. I'm gonna see what else. Because that and authority go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. Really, really letting people know where they got you fucked up. Literally. Okay. All right. And then lastly, we got, I'll scoop these over. They can be one big old happy family. Okay. And then lastly, we have is intuition. It is important to be aware of your surroundings beyond what is visible to eye. Trust your instincts and senses to guide you. Okay. So it appears, or at least what I'm sensing, right? There is somebody whooping ass and taking names or kicking ass, however that saying go. Y'all kind of get what I'm saying. But in the process, you are letting people know that you are not to be played with. This is giving a lot of like queen energy, okay? Like you don't have to cuss them out in order to make yourself be respected, okay? And while you going through all of this where you pretty much are like standing your ground on things, and it may be whoever I'm speaking to, it took you a while in order to do this, but you're finally showing up for yourself. This is all about self. You are taking more authority, more of an authoritative role in your life, and letting people know, like, hey, what you're going to do, what you're not going to do. And you can still do it from a very loving space. The biggest from the middle, from the authority card and the intuition card, they're both talking about using your intuition and how vital it is. Definitely listening to your inner self and really trusting that you have well enough accomplished a certain level of discernment, and only you know how you want your life to go, and you need to move accordingly to that regardless of what it may look like to others. Okay. And if those others are questioning too much, then they may just not be your people. And then in the midst of all of this going on, like you got somebody checking for you. Okay. And I like that. They want to be able to show up for you in more of a romantic level. Maybe some of the things that you're going through, they're still kind of like sitting back and they're more in reserve mode, and they're just seeing how you are coming more, not saying that you didn't have it before, but you're coming more into your strength and coming more into understanding how powerful you are as a being, in this world, and really, especially with the intuition, you're understanding your gifts more. Whatever your gifts are, only you know what they are, right? Or maybe you've even increased some of your gifts. A lot of that has been going on currently, where a lot of people are starting to get more intuitive and more in tune with themselves, to the point where they're understanding a lot of their different clairs. If you don't know what the clairs are, it's like claircognizant, clairvoyant, clairsentience, where like all these different psychic powers, if you will, some people will call them that, are starting to come into play. But they're also helping you, because it's helping you with being more clear as to where you stand with people, and also letting people know, like I said again, where they got you fucked up, and you're showing up for yourself more. And I love that for whoever this is. It seemed like it has been a long road of them slowly working on it, but now you've kind of reached that threshold, or to that point now where you like, I don't give f's what's going on. Like, if it don't have nothing to do with how I'm trying to move, and if it don't align with how I'm trying to move, if he don't align how I'm trying to move, or she don't align how I'm trying to move, you're not going for none of that. I'm here for it. Okay, like I said, kicking ass and taking names, or taking names and kicking, however that works. Whatever, we'll see. Um, let's see what else we got going on for that, because this is beautiful. And you know what? Especially with this being happy um new moon, okay? New moon in Libra, really balancing out a lot of things. I feel like whoever this was, like, you allowed a lot of shit to slide at one point, and now you're not letting nothing slide no more. Like, you really listening to yourself and being like, if that shit don't fucking, if it don't feel right, I'm not doing it. But it took you a while to get to this point. Yeah. See, look. Literally, if it don't feel right, you're not doing it. If you sense any type of anything, you like, yeah. It says intuition is the messenger of your destiny. Follow it. So really, this is from beginning to end, in a nutshell. Letting people know where you stand with things, showing up for yourself, and in the process of all this, also keeping yourself in a certain headspace of still allowing yourself to be open to receive. Like, yes, you're giving out and you're putting out and you're making things more clear for not only just yourself but the people around you, and you're definitely listening to yourself, which I'm an advocate for that every day, all day. I don't care who it is or what's going on. Like, at the end of the day, only you know what's best for you at the end of the day. And sometimes it may look crazy to others, but it's not their life. So that's that in a nutshell. They don't have to go through the process of your life, because it's not their life. So let me see if there's anything else. So this is pretty much short and sweet to the point. Okay, and now they talking about him. Probably some singles out there. I don't know. Single men and single women, even though it's saying men here, so I'm probably speaking more to my women, but this also could be vice versa. Okay, I'm not sexist over here. So 31, the male presence, it says a step towards reconciling with the masculine is before you. So there is really somebody that is like, they're already being admired right now, so it's like they're kind of like just like looking and seeking, and seeing how you're moving, how you're carrying through and taking things, whether if it's taking more authority in your life. And that's the reason why they're probably even more attracted to you, because it's like you're doing it from a very sincere place. You're not trying to hurt people, but you also not trying to hurt yourself, and that is what we are here for, right? um but they're, in a minute, they're going to eventually be in more of a not so reserved energy, and more of a, I'm here and this is what I can do for you, and this is how things are going to work moving forward, because I'm your man now, or I'm your girl now. And I'm here for it, because also using your intuition on that too. I feel like some of y'all know who it is, right? I feel like some of y'all know who it is intuitively. Like, your intuition is off the chain right now. I would say definitely, hey, Listen to yourself. Only you know what's going on. Okay. Yeah, you can get dreams. You can get the triple numbers all day, every day. You can sit up there. You can get all them different signs and sigils. That's cute. That's cute. But ultimately, I feel like y'all know who this man or woman is. And through it all, you just really showing up for yourself too. I really like this energy. It is really good. It is really good. Damn, this is good because you're trusting yourself, and that is it's a breath of fresh air. Okay, getting to this point where it's like you trust yourself. It doesn't matter the cause. It don't matter the person, place, or thing. Okay, at the end of the day, if it doesn't feel right or if it does feel right, um, you have cultivated a certain system, within like your nervous system or whatever, where and you've worked on it many, many years and time over to where you've kind of now gotten to a certain level of self mastery where it's like, yeah, I'm showing up for me. I'm doing what I need to do for me. Okay. I'm here for me. And I'm also going to also be open and allow people who I feel intuitively are aligned to help me also come through and help me or show up for me as well. So not only am I showing up for myself, but I'm going to allow others to show up for me as well. And this is just beautiful. Okay. Listen to that intuition for sure. Definitely listen to that intuition. I'm going to try to pull one more. I'm going to pull one more just for shits and giggles. But this is pretty much in a nutshell. Okay. Y'all let me know who it is. Y'all let me know who y'all people is. Invite me to the wedding. Okay. I like cake too. Shit. All right. Oh, works for me. Okay. First card says, oh, let's flip it over. I like to do this part first. It says honor yourself. Okay. I literally don't be making this shit up. That's the reason why I let y'all see me shuffle so that you can see the stuff be coming out. Like, yeah, we do this shit. Okay. Me and most of these people that be out here, like, we are not doing this to do nothing but help the collective and be like, look, this is what's going on. So whoever I'm speaking to, like, look, congratulations for you showing up for yourself. It says always do your best. And it says honor yourself. And I feel like that is the growing theme of what is going on here. Like, you're showing up, you're honoring yourself, you're definitely listening to yourself more than you listening to other folks, because maybe that could have been something that was really bothering you in the past. Like, not all counsel is good counsel, right? You got to have a certain level of discernment to know when to take heed to someone's advice. Okay, depending on especially whatever the sector may be, right? Or the situation. It says, honor the man or woman that you are. Take the risk to express your dreams and take action. It's about living fully and expressing what you are and who you are. Okay. So I'm gonna put that at the top because that is what's going on here. Okay. That's what's going on. And while you are in this energy of pretty much being that man or that girl or that woman, sorry, um, that's why old boy or old girl, because this could be either way, is checking for you because they like, who is that? Who is that? Okay. And you gonna let them know who you is because yeah, that's where we at. Okay. And then this card was learn to ask questions. Don't make assumptions, right? It says it's always better to make it's always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you are as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answers to a question, you won't have to make assumptions because you already know the truth. And that may very much well be okay. The reason why this authority card came out, maybe once before, we got that glare. Maybe once before there was somebody, whoever I'm speaking to, because I never know, but you weren't taking as much authority into your life. You were just going off of what you've seen, which sometimes that can even be deceptive in itself, right? And you weren't asking enough questions because it literally says to communicate your intentions clearly and follow through on what your intentions are. Confront and address any instances of disrespect promptly and directly. Nip that shit in the bud, okay? And in the process of you having this authority card, it's like, yeah, don't make assumptions or whatever, even when you are coming to these people and communicating. Ask questions so that you can get further clear as to where you guys stand, because it could just simply be a misunderstanding just because everybody having fucking assumptions. And that can also appear to this admirer or this person too, okay? If they don't come to you at this point, the way you showing up for yourself, you come to them and be like, "What we doing?" Or not what we do, not what we doing, but you want to get a clear, better. You want to get a clear understanding to what's going on. But I do feel like when it comes to the admirer and this male presence, like they're very strong, whether if that's physically and mentally, right? So they're very strong minded enough. They pretty much just been sitting back on reserve and kind of like just watching and observing you. And I think over time that he or she is realizing like you the real deal. And so they're going to start taking more of an authoritative role, step into you as well. But you're going to be prepared for it because you're already in this role, and it's just gonna go hand in hand. It's so beautiful. I like it. Like it a lot. I like it. But yeah, and you're moving with confidence. This screams confidence, okay? Like regardless of what is going on and whoever's life this is, person, place, or thing, like you have reached a certain level of confidence where you trust yourself, and more to the point, like I remember seeing a meme, and it was some years ago, y'all, but it was like a picture of like one person standing up against like a whole army of like 1,000 people. Like this is the energy that you kind of in right now, where it's like, even if it's just me and I'm standing alone, like I'm okay, I'm gonna die behind this. Like you gonna respect me, okay? I honor myself, therefore the people around me are gonna honor me. And that's where we at with it. Like this is so beautiful. Congratulations to whoever this is, because I feel like it's been a very interesting journey for you to get to this point, and you done kind of reached a certain level of fuck it, where you just like, I trust me at the end of the day. I done tried trusting other people, and depending on what the scenarios and stuff is or whatever, you just like, look, I trust me. And I'm here for it. Let me pull one more. Oh man, I'm laughing because I know, like, if anybody knows the meme or the picture that I'm talking about, like when I tell you, that's almost a certain level of delusion that is just like, and that shit is so untouchable because you versus like 1,000 people, like what? And the level, and you got to be confident as fuck to do that, okay? Okay. All right. I don't know who the hell they cussing out. Okay, it say literally, y'all look, read the card with me. It say, tell that little douchebag voice to pipe down. Okay. Silence your inner critic. Ooh, okay, you the douchebag. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, I don't know who they talking to. They talking to you. Again, whoever I'm speaking to. But silence your inner critic. So with that being said, at one point somebody was probably like really super hard on themselves, not fully trusting how they was moving and stuff. And because they weren't doing that, they had reached certain challenges and things that they were going through to the point they were like, damn, this shit ain't working out. But that was because you were trying to be too of, I'm gonna just say, you've been too much of a fucking perfectionist, he or she, right? And now it's like, um I tell people all the time, and I'm gonna always say it, go with your first mind. Go with your first mind, because usually that first thought is always the most intuitive. Okay, so yeah, I had to take a little pause, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, stop being so much in your head and trying to pretty much put the cart before the horse, being so much like, dang, hard on yourself about, because it's a push and pull. This is a lot of more mental work that's been going on behind the scenes with somebody. Like, they've been, even if you've been showing up and been showing like how strong you can be, like, you may have been overdoing it, overplaying your part, and where it's like, now you don't have to do all that. Okay, you don't have to do all that. You don't have to critique yourself about every little thing, because I'm pretty sure a lot of times people who end up being so hard on themselves and being their worst, sometimes your own worst enemy, and really being um the worst critic in your own life, y'all end up, if you look back, a lot of times people like this that I'm talking to, y'all be done accomplished and be done did so much shit. I cannot express that enough. The people that be the hardest on themselves, that on the outside, the average person, or which I get it, because I just heard it. I just heard it right. I heard as soon as you just said it. I ain't average. I get it. Okay, I get it. But what I'm saying is, being so hard on yourself, and so, kind of like beating yourself up about every little decision you make, and striving to be this certain level of perfectionist, can drive you fucking crazy. Okay, it can drive you nuts, when a lot of times, honestly, regardless of how that first initial whatever, when it comes to your intuition, um you double backing and trying to add a little more logic to whatever may have came out intuitively, because it may not always align, right? So you now you sitting over here having this push and pull back and forth, and honestly, to keep it a buck, I feel like not only is this doing with people, places, and things that's going on around you, but this has to do with regarding this person too. Like, maybe you've been like in your head about, because I feel like y'all know who this is. I feel like y'all know who this is. So it's like, maybe you getting down on yourself or whatever, because maybe this person you feel like could potentially be out of your league or something like that, which is like, what? Like, okay, that's the reason why you need to show up for yourself and know who you are, because yeah, they're checking for you. Um, but being so hard on yourself, a lot of times, like I said, most of the people that I have met or encountered, or even if we take myself out of it personally, y'all be so hard on yourself, and y'all end up be done accomplished so much stuff and be done did so much stuff, and y'all still just, it's like a certain level, I don't want to say a bottomless pit, but it's almost like, because y'all always being in your head about how you could be potentially doing more, it's almost like a bottomless pit, because you're never satisfied, you're never fully fulfilled, because you're always looking too far ahead, or too much in your head about the scenarios and places and things that you have gone or experienced and went through. And no more. Okay, no more. Follow your intuition, listen to yourself the first time, apply pressure when needed, confront and address certain things, especially if somebody is trying to disrespect and play with you. You're not allowing that shit no more. And you're doing and showing up for yourself in the ways that you need to. And I love that for whoever I'm speaking to. Thank you guys so much for even allowing me to give y'all this reading. Okay, I'm here for it. What is going on? Okay, y'all. Had to see what was going on with my kids. That was crazy. My child was on 1,000, as y'all can hear. Excuse that, okay? We're gonna keep it going, because this is a really good situation going on. And so I'm gonna still upload it, because it's important for y'all to get y'all messages. I don't feel like retaping or doing none of that. So that's gonna be what it's gonna be. Again, like I said, thank you guys so much for allowing me to even do this reading. Whoever this is, congratulations for a new level of you, that it seemed like you've been fighting really hard to get to this point, and you are just like, look, I'm going for after everything that I want, okay, including he or she, and they already looking for you. So congratulations on your new union, or congratulations on a new level of your union if you're already in a relationship, okay, or you're already married, or whatever the case may be. And in the meantime, in between time, I will talk to y'all, okay?